They're going to try to humiliate you so that you don't outshine them. Pay attention. Chosen one. You'll be extremely shocked and surprised that people who are technically supposed to be family are 100% trying to keep you in a state of lower. They aren't happy at all about the achievements that you take. Whether they be small, medium, or huge accomplishments, they all kind of give them more of a reason to try and reel you back into a chaotic lifestyle. Many of you are not well paid right now, and you have parents who literally are systematically weaponizing the system against you. And and that's just what they're doing, chosen ones. Being weaklings, chosen ones. These weaklings have the nerve to say hi to you when you passing by them. Yet they're just guilty and don't want to look evil. But technically, it's a setup, chosen ones, to abuse you later on. They setting you up. You know, these people don't like to be exposed. So if they don't talk to you in too long, they feel like you're catching on. They feel like I did all this faking to flatline it. And they're going to catch me at a point where now I'm vulnerable because I'm nothing but an old lady. But if I keep running game, I become more than that. You dig what I'm saying? And I could throw him off and he will never ever see me as weak. These people hate being vulnerable. They hate being seen as weak. These small-minded creatures are fixated on abuse. And even when they're not fixated on it, they run towards it because, like I said, they don't want to be seen as the abused one. Yet, technically, these people are destined for karma, chosen one. The odd thing is that y'all will notice is that the more you stay away from them, sometimes it seems like they want to rekindle that abusive point that you were in so hard that they'll literally go on tangents of just spewing words out around you or of you. Or if you do something like maybe you cook some, they'll go behind you and clean up the dishes behind you just because they want, you know what I'm saying, they want to feel like there's a connection there. Meaning, hey, I can't feel like I can feel like we're having some teamwork amongst, you know what I'm saying, this situation. Cause like I could tell you firsthand, my mom don't really let me just go like she won't let me cook and then eat the food and then go back in the kitchen later and clean. Like she'll go in there trail behind me and clean the kitchen. And to me, that always felt like a little bit of a snip or a cartel of my uh how can I say it? Like you don't trust that I'm going to do and be as much of a man as I already am. You don't even really care or want to see it for some odd reason. The bottom line is that we can't have a cool trip with these people because they're always causing ruckus. And doing it in an uncontrollable way. And they're doing it as if they are literally uh, trying to help the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? On some Decepticon type deal. It's really a shame, chosen ones. it's a shame that parents will do this to their offsprings, because to be honest, literally it's embarrassing how many people on earth don't have to deal with those things that you're dealing with. You understand what I'm saying? If you really do the math and you look at it, it's a lot of people who are dealing with the same situation. So that's a plus in the sense of you're not alone, but you feel alone because you got to go on the internet to find people who, because like if I go look at my neighborhood where I came from, you know what I'm saying? And what's really weird, I'm going to tell you in a minute, that when I was younger, I was actually outside and there was no, it was little things here and there, but I was outside. And so I looked at like, technically I had a cool relationship with my moms at the time. They ain't know like little times here and there, this will happen, that'll happen, but it wouldn't be nothing really. But it seemed like as I got older, they mind kind of zeroed in on how can I kind of like not allow him to like just do him. But what's funny is, like I told you on the last video, financially speaking, I honestly feel like money is a big deal with all of this. Because no parent can stop anything when you got the bag. They just can't. But like I said, man, like city to city, this is all over the place. But why is it that we gotta almost go on the internet to see other, or to link up and find other people who are on that same journey? Because if I go to my old neighborhood and chop it up with them, they'll be like, I think they'll be shocked. Like, yo, that's crazy. As if, you know what I'm saying? It's just it's just, maybe one of them might understand, but it's like only even one won't. It's just because, like I said, it's so far and few in between that it's weird, because that's what's going on all across the internet somehow. And it's very tricky because it's almost giving off effect of like when I was in high school, maybe I just didn't have enough time. And maybe they always were somewhat this person. But like I said, whether they were or weren't that person, they were not, because my mom used to work and stuff too, drive buses and stuff. And ultimately, it just be seeming more like a certain witchcraft or something. Like, because I don't even like to say the word witchcraft. I don't even like the word, but I think that it be seeming like more of that type deal, because there's no way. You understand what I'm saying, chosen ones? There's no way. Um, People do have skeletons in their closet. People do go through turns, twists, and different types of points in this lifetime and stuff like that. So, people may do something and may come back on them. It be many things, but ultimately, chosen ones, like I say, I think it's very important that we um, look out for ourselves as young adults. I mean, I'm a real adult. I'm not a young adult, but look out for ourselves and really learn information that's real information, because your parents will never ever tell you. You feel me? Because they too busy trying to paint a certain type of narrative, but we not kids no more, so we secretly gotta really see it for what it is anyway. And that's just what it is anyway. You dig what I'm saying? But you gotta cross paths with these people, and they are aggravatingly consistent. Meaning once you stop entertaining this narc, they don't just quit. They use 1,001 alternatives and tricks to kind of balance it out to a point where you're kind of going nowhere on your journey. It's as if you take 2 steps forward and maybe 3 back, because you may have 8 better, but then you argue, or you may have not argued, but then they walk past your door on the phone all day, still kind of humiliating you spiritually, or they just find these secret ways that are traditional, actually, to just reinforce the same uh, equivalent. It's equivalent to the same amount of depression or stress or annoyance. So they the type of people that think like this: oh, he ain't talked to me all day. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go in the bathroom, which is next to his room, close the door, sit on the toilet, and talk on the phone in a certain way, where I'm forcing him to make a move, a chess move, to either lay in that or go turn on a fan, use a noise reductor, and then have his peace again. But even if he get his peace, he had to go through some stuff to get that peace back. So, like I said, having your own crib, having your own apartment, it literally, you don't need that, none of that. You don't need to go through none of the stupid stuff. Like, I would literally post videos all day. Now, I probably wouldn't do all day, but I'll probably, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm set. I'm good. I like to do what I like to do. I like to do what I do. I probably hit the beach, make a video on the beach. It's very simple with me. But like I said, it's complex with them. It's like as soon as it's either one or the other. If I'm calm, they're complex. If I'm complex, they get calm. Because just the other day they did this to me, bro. It was so annoying. Literally, sometimes they just don't shut up until I start to either talk or make a video or exert some form of energy. Then they get quiet. So this is the consequence of living with narcissists, because they get something out of you. They get something out of you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's important for me to make this video for all the young fellas out there, because I feel like I'm the new voice of this stuff, man. Because I ain't gonna say I'm the only voice, because there's a couple people I really see as big dogs, and I respect them guys. But I'm saying I'm me. I'm the only version of me, and that's something that we all got to come to that sense, because sometimes you'll be so caught up in trying to be the next this person, next that person, but it'd be like, bro, because you only doing that because you playing it safe. Sometimes you don't know if the world really gonna rock with what you got to say. But Gucci Man said it the best. He said they want to hear what you got to say, and I think I take that to be the literal truth. Um, but they make it to where it feel like you're going nowhere on your journey, chosen ones. Like, literally, I don't got 500 subscribers around the narcissist, and it still feel like I'm at like 2 subscribers or 5. It feel like I'm still like very not, you know what I'm saying? It don't feel like an ascension should feel all the time, because on one hand, I am doing exactly what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing, and then on another hand, you're kind of still bogged down in a way, and that's what Satan is all about. It's like, you know, uh, like I said, the Hail Mary. It's all about, like, if I could get him in the fourth quarter or the third quarter, or even if he win the game, but I humiliated him, then that's going to stick with him forever for the rest of his life. Even if he win, this is going to stay in him. But you know what's funny? This is why I say, like, man, if you're on this channel, bro, you got to really learn how to take that shadow work and run. Like, I don't care if it's veganism, vegetarianism, uh, fruitivore, uh, uh, journaling, shadow work therapy. I want y'all to take the tools that y'all got and turn it to a lifestyle. Yoga, you know what I'm saying? Dancing. Turn it to a lifestyle because this is how you really burn off the narc. Because they really want to stick around with you, and they the secret to it is that they can only stick with you if you got room to be stuck with. But if you really make your 24 hours in a way where you're really about what you say you about, you know what I'm saying? Then it's not no time. And so that's what the narc don't like. They want to be like prioritized in your life on some weirdo stuff. And so like they don't even care if you ain't making no money at all, whatever. It's like I'm so bored when I wake up, I want you to just be like, give me some attention or give me like, and it's just, it's sad because like secretly, like I said, if y'all life was where it wanted to be at, y'all would just get him, you know what I'm saying, some attention. But it almost seemed like they don't even really want that. They want to humiliate you. You dig what I'm saying? They found almost like they found fun in this whole thing. I mean, and it kind of probably is fun because think about it. You thinking in your mind, I only got one son. My son is never going to be the age he is again. Uh, and when he was younger, I thought he was just going to like maybe just like finish high school and just go off in college and do something else or not. I didn't really know. So it was a toss up. But once you didn't just go through the matrix full blown, they didn't like it, but they started to kind of love it because it was like, you know what, I got a sidekick with me, even if he turned into that, he kind of turned into this other thing that's like I don't really respect, but I kind of like because it's like I'm not alone in this world. If he went to college and he did X, Y, and Z, then I really gotta really be just a woman here with no veneer, like no layer over me to protect, like nothing here. And so secretly, you don't even know if that be what it be a lot of the time. Chosen ones, you just don't know. So like psychologically, like I tell y'all would be surprised what type of secret stuff is going on in behind closed doors and you don't know. You dig what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, this type of stuff is unnatural. This type of stuff is supernatural, chosen ones. Like for you to be 27, 26, and you ain't touching no money out here, and it's all this money out here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying because a lot of y'all right now, just like myself, y'all getting to the money finally, or y'all going towards the money, but the time gap was such a gap that it's still disrespectful, right? It's still disrespectful that you were dealt the hand that you were dealt, and it don't feel justifiable because secretly you're okay with your life being what it is because you're a good person in general, but you know that hey, um, I can't really be as nice as I once was because they wasn't nice to me at all. You know what I'm saying? And they weren't nice to me to the point whereas if they died, not them particular. You know what I'm saying? People in society after dealing with somebody like that, and it's not just them because like I said, chosen ones, I seen plenty of people come and go in my life that kind of was all about themselves, which was a good thing in one way, but in another way, it was like they wouldn't care if I died at all. Almost like that's it's kind of like I'm such a good guy. I don't even my mind don't even really go there that much, but I gotta call a spade at this point because the extents that people will go to, like I said, either humiliate you or to if it come down to you and them, it's almost as if it's not even a like they might even think about it like a little bit, but I know at this point in my life that they're going to go with them almost. And I didn't know that before. Like I knew it, but I didn't really, like I said, my mind wouldn't really care or even think about that too much because I was such a loyal person, or just almost to a foolish degree. But I'm finally arising at this point where I'm like, nah, it really ain't really nobody. You know, your mom probably was maybe the only one, to be honest. And to be honest, that's not even a forever type of thing, because once you grow to a certain point, chosen ones, is like you're not viewed as worthy of that type of protection that was there in the first place. So all the protection that was there was pretty much just given because you were a kid. But like I said, as a 18 and up, because a lot of people don't even make it to that, which goes with my first point, that you really don't got no, you know what I'm saying? You really can't really expect people to do nothing for you at all if you really want to look at the statistics of people who die at birth and before birth and during and after, and when they in their teens, and when we was in high school, and you know what I'm saying? So it's really not, when you really look at it with this lens I'm giving, it's more so of a lens of, man, just focus on yourself. Like, it's not personal that me focusing on myself is I'm trying to compete or put other people in bad spaces, but that's how they're going to take it, because they're so egotistical that they're going to see my ascension as a death to them, because that's just, they don't really care about if you're a nice person or not. They care more so about themselves, which is cool, like I said, but it's still kind of crazy how um, I find it crazy how. All right, so let me put it like this to y'all. If I have a son or daughter, and my son or daughter wants to pursue a certain thing, I might not want them to, because what they're pursuing, I feel like, is dangerous. But I don't know everything. So I can't really call it, but I know enough, right? Because I'm an adult. I know enough to know that, hey, my kid is pursuing something that is dangerous. Not only for them, but maybe for the family, and maybe for this and that. Because you don't know, right? You don't know, but you hear the superstitions. You hear this, you hear that, you hear that, da, da, da. You never know why people are trying to hold you back. You just don't know. And I think that the communication amongst families is so not, it's not what I would do with my children. Let's just put it like that. That's really what I'm trying to say. Man, I did a lot of work on my communication skills. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of work on it because, one, I want to learn how to talk to women and stuff like that. And that helped, it ended up helping me in a lot of ways, because my uncle once told me, and he's a judge, or he had something to do with judge, some type of judge. And he told me on my birthday, we were in like the Golden Corral or like hibachi or something, eating. And he said, um, if you can lead women, because I think I disrespected my mom this day, but she was really doing it on purpose in front of everybody. In front of everybody. And I think I just was like, yo, like, can you be quiet? Like, da da. And my uncle was like, a man who can lead women can lead other men. And I took it because this uncle used to take me to basketball and stuff like that when I was younger. And I don't see him as soft. He's one of my uncles. I don't see him as, he's not soft as a man, and he's not soft systematically either. Like, when I say systematically, like, no woman has ever been able to, you feel me? He got 2 kids, or he got 4 kids, and he's in all of their lives. He financially good, like being good. And so to me, he's always set in this position of untouchability. And as a black man, and when he said that, it was crazy because I took it. But now that I'm thinking about it, like I said, like me learning how to talk to women, because I was trying to, I knew what he meant, obviously, because it's a simple thing he's saying, but I never really, as a young man, we be thinking we already there. Like, yo, Unc, I hear you, but I think I'm already gifted a little bit with this thing with women, because I be getting my little women and stuff like that. They be already messing with me, da 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 da. I think I got some charm, da 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 da. But with me being so big headed in that way, I'm missing truth. Okay, you feel that way. You know, you do get some women, they think you cute, this and that, but is it really that they really like, is it that you really leading those women, or are they leading themselves because they think you're cute? They think you're cute, they're leading themselves. But are you really like, so it's hard to see that you're really not that guy, is what I'm trying to say. And so I've been learning how to talk to women for a little while, and because I think it breaks down, right? Talking to women, because you got the part of it that's like just like easy, like the when y'all first meet, they might already think you cute, so that's already a sticker for you. Then you go ahead and you talking, you saying some smooth stuff, and so it's going your way in that way. And then they may just be wanting to just do something with you, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's that deeper level where it's like uh you're not a kid no more type level. It's like, man, do they really not like you, but need, like, do they feel like you're a real man, basically? And so, you know, it's hard to tell when you're younger if they think that, because you assuming that they thinking that. But when you get older, you see, like how I said, my uncle, he's a man in ways that my other uncles might struggle with, as far as systematically, you know, not having a woman put them on child support ever, not having these other systematic situations. And as a young man, I always looked into the physical realm. Of course, I don't know nothing about no system. I hear my father bring that up every once in a while, but I don't know what the hell he's talking about. As far as I'm concerned, you need to, you know what I'm saying, look over the system and still be a man. But as I did a lot of therapy and a lot of learning, I learned now there's really a system in line that you know what I'm saying? So, but it's beautiful because you don't got to be anti-system. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of work with the system and be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? It's a culture that we live in. And some people say that the system is evil. I don't necessarily see it as 100% evil. I see it as it's a game. It's a game that can be played. I see it as if you take it personal, even if it's unfair, it only worsens, and that's kind of fair, right? Because when you're look, chosen ones, when you're winning in the system, you're not gonna feel like it's unfair at all. So when your parents is finessing you in the system, and it don't feel fair because they got more money or more this or that, it don't feel fair, but it is fair, and that's why you stuck, because you keep viewing it as not seeing it don't feel fair, but it really is fair, because secretly, if you would have finished high school, did X, Y, and Z, you would have had the same level face as the parent, and you would have more power and domain. So it's like when my uncle said that to me on my birthday, I didn't know what he's talking about, but systematically speaking, everything he said makes total sense as a man. You know what I'm saying? Because systematically, it's just is, but that's the truth. Like, when you think about leading other men, you're only thinking about it as I'm that already. I'm that guy already, and I already, God must have already put something in me. And you think about guys like Hitler and stuff. You're like, well, that's just his God-given ability. But you forgetting, like, you don't never think about it in the systematic way. And therapy helped me to see it in a more of a systematic way, because um, it's like playing basketball or anything. Like, it's a system. Um, People figured out that basketball is more psychological, right? It's more psychological. We only look at the physical. Michael Jordan, look at how he did you jump from the foul line, but cool. Those things are pretty, aesthetic, right? But the facts, man, how many points is he giving a game? And Michael Jordan really was doing that. And so that's kind of how it is with us chosen ones. I ain't gonna lie. It's like sometimes even when making videos, you get caught in, and this is the last thing I'm gonna tie in before I go. You'll get caught in a thumbnail. You'll get caught in having the right camera. You'll get caught in, I don't want to post because it's already three o'clock in the morning. I know I didn't post today, but YouTube says I should post at 2 p.m. where everybody's online, so I ain't gonna post right now. And what makes you a great man or a great leader is doing it anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm broke as I'm gonna post anyway. I don't know if I'm gonna make it out this situation. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do some shadow work anyway. And it's them are what you call defiant moments, defining moments, because in the secret dark crevice of life, if someone was watching you, God and the devil, and taking stock, saying, "Oh, he could come with me," or "He gonna come with me," right? Because we can't see that. We only see limited what we see. We'll say, "Oh, F it, I'm going to sleep. I'll try again tomorrow." But the things that really make you a man, what I'm trying to say is this. It comes to a point where you either really a man or you not. And I don't think that we be seeing that because we think that we are men. But it's like, how are you a man? You got to do what men do. And I think we sleep on that notion often. Us woman-raised men and us men-raised women. You know, we think that, hey, I can just be a woman or I could just be a man. And it's like, it's going to really take literally some blood, sweat, and tears, because that's kind of just the matrix. That's the work. That's the science of it. Like, um, it's the science of it, because people can say what they want, but you know what I'm saying? When the proof is in the pudding, it's kind of in the pudding. I know certain YouTubers who I really look at it as like, man, this guy really is consistent, man. And he already won, if you ask me. He already did it. And he's still floating. And he wasn't even raised by a man. You dig what I'm saying? But he knows something about what it takes to win. And so that type of texture, it just can't be fooled. See, the narcissist is all about games and fooling and throwing you off. But they know they can't mess with you when you really on that. When you really on that, when you really ready to grow, when you really ready to study and really ready to learn and elevate, and you stop saying, hey, this is not fair and all that stuff, they already know it's a wrap. They don't want to see that day, no, because that day is a scary day for them. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're a real man. Real man. Like, you don't go through all the pain you go through just to be a little boy all over it, just to be a boy. Like, maybe when you reincarnate, but not at that point when you really say to yourself, man, I'm about to really take myself serious. I'm about to really be about finances for real. Like, I'm about to really, and like I said, I'm gonna be a man that lives about proof and pudding. Like, I'm not about to be a man who lives about talking, and like, I'm gonna really punch the punching bag. Like, I'm gonna really put in the work to make the numbers make sense on the board. Like, so when you like that, man, it's just like, they could talk all day because they know they could hear you from the other room really being serious. So it's like it worked both ways, chosen ones. It's not just them. You feel what I'm saying? That can uh, affect you. It's also you that can affect them. So, man, like I said, like I'm about to end this video, but uh, I ain't even finished this fully. But I said they're gonna try to humiliate you so that you don't outshine them. That speaks volumes for everything I just said. Even when you think about a room full of guys and then there's a couple cute girls in there, there's always gonna be some form of comparison or like some form. I've seen this all my life with some form of, okay, when it's just all guys, we still joking and still cutting on each other. But when girls come around, it's not even a chance that we could just be acting like that's not the, they'll feel me, not the thing, because I mean that's cool, but in the same sense, like it contradicts confidence. It really contradicts confidence. And what I found is, as me being the guy who the girls always end up picking anyway, somehow, some way, is that they really want the guy who's not threatened so much, so not threatened that he really not doing that. But if someone throws a joke at me, I'll throw one back. But besides that, man, it's like I'm really in that. I'm really on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm really built to win. And because of that, I just don't lose. You know what I'm saying? And when you built like that, it's like people could hate all day, but they're not really hitting on nothing. It's not really working. And when you like that, man, you're like a monster. Like I said, people want to humiliate you because that's all they got. That's like their ace in the hole. Like that's all they got because they know, like someone like me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. All my life, I've been the chosen one. Like I always been the chosen one. So it's like their last ace in the hole was humiliation. Like let's embarrass him, because when he's embarrassed, um, he not gonna move as confident, or he not gonna act as bold, or he not gonna. Let's see if he still got that stupid smile on his face after. Let's see if he in there laughing, doing that stupid laugh when we do this and do that. And so they really be, you'd be surprised because the very act of people trying to humiliate you and don't work humiliates them on the spot. And so this is where you'll see most people, they don't quit. They keep coming, they keep trying to get you, man, because they take that as you mocking them. You think it's a joke. They think you think it's a joke. So it's crazy. Yeah, so they don't want you to outshine them and stuff like that. But chosen ones, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, man. I wish I made them shorter. I do like to make short videos. Short videos are really fun. Really, really fun. It's funner to upload them for sure. I hate when I'm uploading an hour-long video and I'm like looking at it. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm kind of watching it low-key upload. I'm trying to do other stuff too, and then I look again and it's like I hate that little process right there. But chosen ones, man, remember, man, look, stay focused on your process, man. Do not let them get, look, do not, I don't care if they bother you all day. I don't care if they've been messing with you all day. I don't care if they accidentally almost kind of triggered you or got, look, man, be so serious about your journey, your growth, your grind that, know what I'm saying, you stand over them anyway. You know what I'm saying? Keep fasting, keep praying, keep learning scripture, keep producing. Don't watch as much as you produce. I get stuck in that too. I be watching. I live on YouTube, like I watch. Way better than any Netflix series or anything to me. But I get stuck, and it's like, when am I gonna be up again to post? And it's like, I gotta wait till tomorrow, man. That's a long time. I feel like a long time. I might not feel motivated tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So it get real tricky. So chosen ones, I'm gonna see you on the next video, man. I'm going. Peace.